Welcome back, Tiger Cubs. We hope you had a great break and are ready for some more campus news and entertainment. We'll kick off the show with a look at winter sports. Here are Lorenzo, Sammy, and Roman.
Hey Tiger Cubs, and welcome to the first winter episode of sports. Okay, first and foremost, the 8th grade boys basketball team has started off 1-2 with a win against Odyssey and a pair of losses against Oak Avenue and La Cañada, while the 7th grade girls basketball team won their first game, beating Odyssey 55-0. Also, the tennis season is now in full swing with their first game rapidly approaching. And that's all for today. See you next time, Tiger Cubs.
Best of luck this season to all of the athletes. Speaking of sports, Abigail, Claire, and Gabby reported on the recent kickball controversy. Let's see what they found out.
In this year's 6th grade kickball final, 2 teams competed, the Princess Duckies and Pay to Win. Pay to Win was crowned the winner with a close game of 15-16. However, there is some controversy surrounding whether or not Pay to Win followed the official rules of kickball. Kickball uses the same rules as baseball, though instead of striking with a bat, a rubber ball is kicked. In official baseball rules, it states that batting out of order will result in a violation and subject to penalty. Each kickball team has 9 players, and every person must kick before the lineup starts again. Many players on the Princess Duckies team thought that Pay to Win was violating the rules by only rotating their best kickers, thereby not completing the full rotation and giving them a major advantage. But when you look at the results bracket, you'll see that Pay to Win lost to BM 17-3, but when they supposedly changed their kicking strategy, they won against the same team 11-5. During the November 17th championship game, many players on Princess Duckies tried to get Mr. Lewis's attention about the kicking order. However, he did not notice and continued with the game. It wasn't until after the game was completed that he decided to make the final best out of 3 games. The first to win 2 games would win the tournament. Here's what some of the players on Princess Duckies had to say about this.
Noah, what are your thoughts on the other team possibly violating the kicking order rules?
I feel like kind of mad that Mr. Lewis didn't really care about it as much as he should have been.
Well, really they shouldn't have done that. And I just feel like they really should have followed the rules.
They could be better with their line organization instead of cheating. And what are your thoughts on that now? It's a best of 3 game.
I'm kind of happy that we get to redeem ourselves.
That we really have to just try harder, and we have to win the next 2.
Okay, I'm happy because I get to play more.
Do you love podcasts? We hope so, because we're launching 2 of them this week. One, Brass, will be about a fictional storytelling podcast from Leo. The second podcast is from Nolan and will cover mental health. Nolan will be speaking with Mrs. Stebbins about various topics you might be interested in. Here's Nolan with a video introducing Miss Stebbins.
Hi, I'm Natasha Stebbins. I am the Train Your Brain School social worker here at South Pass Middle School. And my role is to provide social emotional support to students throughout the school in various ways. And so maybe some of you have seen me in your classrooms talking about different mental health topics. Sometimes students come on their own to my office, which is actually located in the main office right next to Mrs. Busick's office. Sometimes students come to see me through their counselor or teacher or parent. But basically, there's no real rules to coming to see me other than needing someone to talk to. And I talk to students about a lot of different things that happen in middle school, because middle school is a tough time. And so it just helps sometimes to have an adult that you can talk to privately. So hopefully if you have a need, you come seek me, or you can also go to the SPMS website under students and find Train Your Brain. And if you go on there, that's a great website that has a little more information about the support that we provide. And there's a Google form there that you can fill out and request support for yourself.
Now, if you're looking for the podcast, here's how you'll find this page. We'll have new ways for you to access the episode coming soon. Next up, our Decaying Lycopersicans team reviewed the Lorax. After that, Mac has a new segment for you called On Earth News.
Hello and welcome back to Decaying Lycopersican. For this movie we will be reviewing this week is The Lorax.
Let's start off with the plot. The plot of this movie is pretty good.
It talks about saving the environment and what happens if it gets destroyed. It is about a 12-year-old trying to find a tree for his crush because there are none left.
He goes on an adventure where he finds the Onceler who tells him how the trees got destroyed. We give this section a 9 out of 10. Now, on to the characters.
The characters can get kind of confusing on who is who and what their importance is, but you can tell how much time went into making the Lorax. None.
Just look at him. He's an orange creature with a yellow mustache. This man has absolutely no neck, and the more I look at him, the more weird he looks.
He looks like a mole rat with a mustache.
It says he was based off of the Padas monkey, but I see no resemblance whatsoever.
But the best character of all is the Onceler. Just because of him, we give this section an 8 out of 10.
Overall, we give this movie an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to On Earth News. My name is Mac, and I will be covering small news headlines. A couple weeks ago, on Halloween, NASA captured a picture of the sun with a smiley face. Lots of memes popped up saying it looks like a Scrub Daddy sponge, jack-o'-lantern, or just a childhood drawing come true. But really, this is not just a cute coincidence. It's something worse. The dark spots on the sun that make up the face are called cornholes. Cornholes are cold spots of plasma on the sun's magnetic field. The cornholes allow solar wind to escape easily into deep space, and they release tiny particles that can hit Earth and cause geomagnetic storms. Geomagnetic storms can disrupt and break navigation systems and cause a lot of issues. Following this, the Space Weather Prediction Center, or SWPC, put out a warning for a minor geomagnetic storm on October 31st through November 2nd. Thanks for watching Tiger Cubs. See you next time.
Heads up, mythology fans. Ryan, Micah, and Logan are back with a new episode. This time, we'll be traveling back to ancient Egypt.
Hello, and welcome to Mythology. My name is Logan, and I will be your host today. In this episode, we will be talking about the time that Thoth gambled the moon. First of all, we have to talk about the lunar solar calendar. We measure the years as states of the moon. Each increment is 30 days long, but if you know anything about the year, you would know that this would not line up with the year, it being 365 days, 5 days longer than what it should be. Each culture has a different way of finishing off the year with these 5 days, but we will be talking about the Egyptian version. First, you have to know these 5 days are the birthdays of the 5 major Egyptian gods: Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys, and Horus, the Elder. So anyway, back to the myth. After Nut had too many children, the sun god Ra was upset about this for a reason that many people are unsure of. But Ra said that Nut could not have any children the full year of 360 days. Now, Thoth, the god of wisdom, decided to help. Thoth decided to go up to Honoshu and decided to play a game of Senate for the moon. Now, Thoth completely destroyed her and in return got a small amount of the moonlight, which roughly rounds to 1/70th of its total moonlight, which is almost exactly equates to 5 days. He used his winnings to expand the year by 5 days, which are outside the rules of Ra's curse, which means that Nut can give birth on those 5 days, and you bet she did. She gave birth to Osiris, Horus, Set, Isis, Nephthys, one on each day. This perfectly rounds out the year to what we know as today.
Trivia fans, we have a new episode for you, followed by Random Ranks. We'll close things out with some of November and December birthdays. Thanks for watching. See you next week.